And that's going to bring up second down. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense.
Now Allen again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 30.
Get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards for the touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle.
They do here. This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's down the field and intercepted.
Really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but
he's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Johnson across the field. That pickup good for 29 yards. The motion man is Johnson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And
he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Shakes him. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. Hits the 20. And they finish the return to the end zone. Touchdown.
2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pit. They draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing again. It's Goff. Trying for the deep ball. Defender's there. It's intercepted.
Oh, coach is just
incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now Daniels off the play action. And the defender comes away with it. And they bring him down after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he adds some yards. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now, Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. The 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. Throwing now, Daniels. And oh, he got it. Interception. 2. 2nd and 3 now. One final shot here. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see this team's versatile running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one on
We are
EA
pleased as
Sports.
always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther Ball club as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now think.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
A run for the first time with Myles Gaskin.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Gaskin once more.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You look at this Carolina defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now Wilson changing the play. A run now for the young man from Colorado.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 65 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A'Shawn Robinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Wilson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Brought down by DJ Wanham.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll change things up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Throwing, Young.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To throw, Young.
That is caught.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Young. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
70 Lions. Here we go.
Now Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Peyton Turner able to record his 5th sack of the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll begin things here with Gaskin.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and
Quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards to go, second down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they're going to try the screen. It's and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Now here's Young. Throwing the out route and complete. That's West. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's West. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, here's Gaskin.
Pushes him aside at the 45.
Inside the 10.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to throw, Young.
That one complete to Liggett.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Quickly out wide to Mechie.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he spins past him and into space. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've come to...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Young will set to throw. Got it complete to West. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. They can't stop him.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Gets by him at the 25, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Come on. Set. Set up.
Here's Young. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Go. Set. Go. Set. Go.
Now Young.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal. Set. Go.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. than sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10.
70, let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. The 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leading on the running game back to the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. He'll get this to about the 38.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That caught by Trimble.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
Got a man. That's Liggett.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Here we go, Shaq.
Young to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Young now. He finds West. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, and delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Things have certainly gone their way in this one, largely thanks to the efforts of their running game. As we scroll through some of these highlights, this has been a masterclass on how to run the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
65,
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Ready, Bravo leading.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And we're back now in Charlotte as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
29 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Come on, set. Check go.
To throw, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Set. Go.
Throwing, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's West. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hunt.
Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Xavier Legette.
59 yards.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
from the 41. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Wilson wants a different look. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Wilson.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And down to the 19-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Gaskin will try it up the middle.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. He'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1.
Now Young. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll throw again. Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Just a 4-play drive that time. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Wilson.
They'll set up the screen here to Gaskin.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to get this to the 31.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile,